I feel like it's been a while since I've actually done a painting process video where I'm doing a voiceover as I, show the footage of me completing this painting. And I believe I have the footage from start to finish of this painting as well. This one took me a really long time. I think it might be like the longest hours that I've spent on a painting. And it's definitely my most detailed painting that I've done so far. And that's deliberate. I'll talk a little bit more about that, but I do want to mention that I don't really have a plan for what this voiceover is going to be, so it might end up being a little bit rambly. So if you're interested in just watching the painting process, feel free to just mute me and watch the video. Put your own background music in the background if you want. But if you're interested in hearing what I have to say about the painting and maybe a little bit of rambling commentary about myself or what I think about the painting, continue listening. And I appreciate that. I also appreciate, at the time of this recording, I'm about 400 subscribers on this channel, which is a small milestone, but it's still a milestone for me. So thank you if you are a returning viewer, and if you're watching this and you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe, support the content that I'm making on this channel. But anyway, about this painting. This is a part of a small series of like portrait style paintings with these girls with flowers in their hair. I don't know what the name of the series is. I'm just calling them my flower girl paintings. I have one more. It's sort of a trilogy of paintings, and I have one more that I plan to do, but this one ended up a lot better than the first one that I did. And I feel like for a couple reasons that is. I spent a lot more time and planning for this painting because I knew there was a lot of details, because there were so many different flowers in the arrangement that the photographer placed on the model. I most of the time always work from a reference. I end up getting these references from a website called unsplash.com where it's free to use these photos. So I think that's a really easy way for me as an artist to find references. So yeah, I found this one, and I knew that if I went about this painting the right way, it would turn out to be a very beautiful painting. And in my humble opinion, I think it turned out very well. I definitely took some time to really focus on what I was going to do with like each section of the painting. I feel like I always start out with like the face, because I feel like that's the most important thing when it comes to portrait type paintings. Really getting like the look of the subject. But equally as important in this painting, I would say, is the very beautiful flower arrangement. And so I feel like because of the different aspects of the arrangement that was in not only the reference but in the painting itself, that part definitely took up the most time in this painting. And I was glad that I was able to have the patience to really slow myself down, because I'm a really impatient person when it comes to many things in my life, and I really had to pace myself and really get the details right with this painting and the flowers specifically. I feel like every time I look at this painting, I'm gonna think about summer, because it was pretty much the end of summer when I was working and finishing this painting. And at the time of this recording, I should say, I am in the middle of September. So fall is, right around the corner, and that's something that I really enjoy. I want to plan on doing some fall paintings as well, but I don't know exactly what my subjects would be. Would it be like fall landscapes or like leaves, or maybe I should try like finding a portrait of someone in some sort of autumn landscape. I would say like fall is my second favorite season, behind winter. Winter is 100% my favorite season, and I love the holiday season as well. So that's another thing that I want to try, making some like holiday / wintry inspired art. I actually do have like an idea of a collection that I either will start this year or maybe next year, because I think I will have like a huge collection of like winter / holiday, mostly winter, I would say, inspired paint, and like that'll be like a huge collection. So maybe that'll be something I start on this year and then like maybe finish by next winter, and like have a little showcase of that collection once it's finished. And that's another thing that I have stirring in my head in regards to art business, having like different collections and like what can I do to showcase my art. Like, should I go to events? Should I host my own events? Should I like have a launch online or like an in-person launch of like an exhibition or something like that? Because that's something that artists do, and that's something that I haven't done yet. I've thought about it, but haven't really made a lot of efforts into, you know, what goes into either joining an exhibition or like starting my own exhibition. Yeah, so these are some of the thoughts that I've been having recently. I feel like I've been very passive with my art business and the content that I make around me painting. Slowly, I've been more and more active with the content that I make, but I would say that I still could, you know, be more proactive with the amount of content that I'm making, especially if I want to see if I can go full-time with this art, because right now my full-time job is working as an animator / video producer at this company that I work at. And it's actually very well for me because I work from home, and that gives me actually plenty of free time. You know, I don't have to commute to work or anything like that. So I have extra time, more than most people do with a full-time job. And because of that free time, I should be taking advantage of that free time to work on the things that I want to do on the side, like painting. And if you know me personally, you also know that I work on comics, and I do a little bit of my own like animations as well. But I would say the two main things that I do on the side apart from my full-time job is these paintings and also comics. And the comics thing is definitely a long-term project that I know will take a long time before I see anything coming from it. And that's what I'm truly being patient with. I would say the biggest thing on the side right now for me is my paintings, because it's something that I've even seen a tiny bit of income from like commissions and stuff. Not a lot, because I don't pursue it as much as I probably could, honestly. I rarely put on any of my social medias when I'm looking for commissions. And actually recently, when I posted on my Facebook and my Instagram, I got an interest on a commission, which I did record a little bit of, and I probably will make that my next video. So if you're interested in that, you know, stay tuned for that. I've been having a lot of thoughts about like whether or not I should do more with my art business, and I think I am, especially since I have various goals, and I made these goals at the beginning of the year, and I actually made multiple goals besides my art goals. But one of my art goals was to try to get into galleries and like see what that is like. And at the beginning of the year, I was being more proactive with those what's it called, pursuits. Yeah, that's the word. I was more proactive with those pursuits at the beginning of the year, but right now I'm not lazy, but sort of like complacent with my pursuits. And I want to see if like maybe if I could try that again, how successful I could possibly be trying to get into galleries. But one of the things that I think about is that maybe I should have more pieces that are more gallery ready, because I don't think a lot of my pieces are necessarily gallery ready. I think I have a good skill as an artist, but one of the things that I know that I need is to have more cohesion in my pieces that look like go together in more collections, so to speak, that can look good on gallery walls and would be easy to sell. And I have like a vague idea of what that could be, and I think I just need to make more pieces and like speed up the amount of paintings that I do per month, per year, and you know, that idea. All right, I'm looking at the time on this voiceover, and I don't know if there's anything else that I want to talk about in this voiceover. So if you enjoyed this little brain dump of mine, and also if you enjoyed this painting process video, make sure you leave a like on the video. It really helps me a lot in the growth of this channel. I've been growing a lot, and I appreciate you guys for watching my videos and leaving likes on them and sharing them with any friends of yours or anything like that. That also is a super great help for the channel as well. And if you're not subscribed to the channel as well, make sure you do that, because I got a lot of cool videos coming. And some of the interesting ones that I'm planning is some like art business related stuff, where I'm gonna be, like I said earlier, sort of diving deep into what I can do as a art businessman. I don't know why that sounds so funny to me, an art businessman. But anyway, here is the final piece. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.